So there's this couple named David and Lisa. They're 32 years old, and last year they finally did it. At Praros, they bought their first house.
And $450,000 with a 7% interest rate. They were so excited. They posted pictures on Instagram. Their parents were proud.
1 year later, David and Lisa have $800 in their checking account. They haven't taken a vacation. They eat pasta 4 nights a week. Their credit card has a $6,000 balance that wasn't there before. They own a home, but somehow they're more broke than when they were renting. And they're not alone. According to recent data, nearly 40% of homeowners say they're struggling financially since buying their house.
What the hell happened to the American dream?
My name is Gary, and I spend way too much time thinking about why the thing we're told will build wealth is actually bankrupting an entire generation.
If you're someone who bought a house and now feels more broke than ever, or you're thinking about buying and want to avoid this trap,
make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out.
Look, here's the thing. David and Lisa looked at that $450,000 house and did the math. With 10% down, their mortgage payment would be about $2,700 a month. They were paying $2,200 in rent, so they figured an extra $500 a month was no big deal. But here's what most people don't realize. The mortgage is just the beginning. Let me show you the real cost. Mortgage, $2,700 property taxes, $500-month home insurance, $200-month HOA fees, $150-month utilities, now bigger space, $350-month maintenance fund, 1% of home value, $375-month. That's $4,275 a month. They went from $2,200 to $4,275. That's not $500 more. That's $2,075 more per month. That's $2,900 a year that just vanished from their life. And here's where it gets really brutal. Those are just the planned costs. According to a study by Thumbtack, first-year homeowners spend an average of $6,000 on unexpected repairs and upgrades. The AC breaks, the roof leaks, the water heater dies, the dishwasher stops working. When you rent and something breaks, you call the landlord. When you own and something breaks, you open your wallet and cry. David and Lisa's water heater died in month 3. Twath was $200 to replace. Their fence blew down in a storm. $3,800 to fix. That's $6,000 gone in 6 months. And the house hasn't even been theirs for a year yet. Now you might be thinking, but Gary, at least they're building equity. Are they, though? Let's do the actual math. Here's where it gets really interesting. David and Lisa's mortgage payment is $2,700. But in year 1, only about $700 of that goes to principal. The rest, $2,000, goes straight to interest. So they're paying $3,400 a year, but only building $8,400 in equity. They're renting money from the bank at $24,000 a year. Meanwhile, their renter friends who kept paying $2,200 in rent, they invested the $2,075 difference. That's $24,900 a year invested. Over 5 years at 8% returns, that's $147,000 invested and grown to about $173,000. David and Lisa's equity after 5 years, about $50,000 minus the $45,000 they already spent on repairs, maintenance, and higher costs. Their net worth actually went down while they built equity.
Before we start, I put together a free PDF called The Money Leaks Checklist, Anus Tamus 2025 edition. It breaks down the 10 biggest places people lose money without realizing it, and how you can plug those leaks today. If you want to stop wasting cash and redirect it into savings or investments, grab it free. The link is in the description and pinned comment. Download it now. It takes 10 seconds, and at pulling Lancer persuasive. And it might be the most profitable thing you do today. Now, back to our main video.
Look, this is what makes me actually frustrated. Society tells you that renting is throwing money away. But here's the truth. You're always paying for housing. The question is, what else are you giving up? According to data from Zillow, the average homeowner in 2025 is spending 42% of their gross income on housing costs. The recommended amount? 28%, that extra 14%, that's your financial freedom being fed to your house. That's the vacation fund. That's the emergency savings. That's the ability to invest and actually build wealth. Think about it like this. Your house is eating your future. Every month it demands to be fed first, and you get whatever scraps are left. Here's another trap. David got a job offer in another city. 30% pay increase. Life-changing opportunity, but they can't take it. They just bought the house. Selling now means paying realtor fees, 6%. Closing costs, moving expenses. They'd lose money selling after just 1 year. So David turned down the job. That 30% raise? Gone. Over 10 years, that's about $300,000 in lost income because they bought a house. According to research from the Federal Reserve, homeowners are 44% less likely to move for better job opportunities compared to renters. That's what they call being house poor. You own an asset that's making you poorer. Now look, I'm not saying buying a house is always bad, but here's when it does make sense. Scenario 1. You're staying put for 7+ years. The break-even point where buying beats renting is usually 5 to 7 years, depending on the market. Scenario 2. You can afford the house on one income. If it takes both incomes to afford the house, you can't afford the house. What happens if someone loses their job? Scenario 3. Your mortgage payment is less than comparable rent. In 2025, this is rare, but it exists in some markets. Scenario 4. You have 6 months of expenses saved after the down payment. The down payment shouldn't drain your entire life savings. If you can't check all 4 boxes, you're not ready to buy, and that's okay. Here's what most people don't realize. Houses don't make you wealthy. Equity in an index fund makes you wealthy. A study by the National Association of Realtors shows the average home appreciates 3 to 4% per year. The stock market averages 10% per year. $100,000 in a house growing at 4% for 30 years. $324,000. $100,000 in the market growing at 10% for 30 years. $1.74 million. Your house isn't an investment, it's expensive shelter. So here's the truth. David and Lisa aren't failing. The system sold them a dream that was designed to trap them. Homeownership isn't bad, but buying before you're ready, buying too much house, buying because everyone else is doing it, that's financial suicide. Here's your action step. If you're thinking about buying, do the real math, not just the mortgage. Add in taxes, insurance, maintenance, opportunity cost. Can you actually afford it? If you already bought and you're struggling, it's okay to admit this was a mistake. You can sell, you can downsize, you can get out of the trap. The broke version of you thinks owning a home means success. The wealthy version knows that cash flow and flexibility means success.
If this video opened your eyes, smash that like button and subscribe. Comment. Are you a homeowner struggling or a renter feeling the pressure to buy? Or someone who avoided this trap? Let's talk about it. Let's get it.